she didn't have children. She was unmarried. Then after that, she was suffering a lot. She refused chemotherapy, but she was like, my parents used to tell, she's my dad's sister. My parents used to tell, like, she was like crying out of pain. It was like so horrible that time, very terrific that time. Then they also couldn't bear, but she still refused the treatment. She was like, if I die also, it's okay, but better not to take the treatment and let me die like this. That's what some motivation was lacking. That's what that time it happened, and she died on May 21st, 2017. I still remember, and her memories are still there with me. That's the thing.
So thank you very much, Dr. Purnima. Now,
Okay.
Mudazir will share some aspects about Mudazir Azam is joining from Saudi. He is the trainer, the psychology trainer of IMOCAT. He has delivered several sessions in psychology. He has taken neuro-linguistic programming. He is a NLP master practitioner, and also he's a psychologist. And he has delivered several sessions. Now he will be talking about actually what is cancer and what are the different types of cancer. Actually, what is cancer? The basic aspect every psychologist should know. Then only when we are talking with them, now we will be able to understand their pain. Their pain. Recently, the daughter of Ilayaraja, Bhavadharani, she passed away due to cancer. We will talk about that now. Mudazir will start the session. Mudazir, over to you.
Her children, she was unmarried.
Okay, sir, can you
After
enable
that,
me the co-host so I can use some PPT?
Yes, yes, yes. I made you co-host. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. So before I move forward here, I have one quick question. How many types of cancer do you think there are before? I mean, and how many do you think there are right now at the moment? It's just a quick question here, so feel free to share it like in a chat box because I want to know like how many people. Okay. More than 10. Okay. $30. Okay. 8. Okay. 28. I'm just going to take a few more responses. Nearly 100. Okay, I will get 20 to 30, 30. Okay. Now I got the mean, median, and the mode range. Okay, all right, fine. So let's move forward. So if you ask like what was like 5 or 6 decades ago, they weren't much solid data here. Like how many types of cancer were they prevalent? Okay, they were quite rare, but have they known, okay, how many types were there? So it's kind of, we don't have like enough data to support that. But if we happen to ask the same question now, how many there are nearly or more than 100 types of cancers. Just only a handful of things have been like categorized. So we will dig forward to that, okay? So before we want to know, okay, what exactly is cancer? So there's already a definition right in front of me that from the National Cancer Institute that cancer is actually a disease. It goes through abnormal cells, how it grows uncontrollably, and it occurs throughout like other parts of the tissues like in the body. Okay, let me explain it to you in a rhetorical sense. Let's say, for instance, you are living in a, you are, okay, Khushbu Meher, can you mute yourself? Okay, team, please mute your calls. Okay, thank you very much. And let me explain to you what cancer is in a rhetorical sense. Let's say you're in a wonderful town, city, or district. The place like everything is going well, people are going and they're doing their work, they're going to school, they're doing their job, and during the weekends and off the weekends they're spending their time with their family, they're doing business, things are going really well. Team, can you please mute your calls? I don't know what is coming from. Okay, So things are going really well. After a certain time, some rogues or rebels, or you say Daku, or you call Baggets, or
Mudazirji, please open your call.
okay,
I
like
muted everyone.
okay, fine. Like, thank you very much. Okay, so to explain you in a rhetorical sense, let's say, for instance, pick your favorite city or favorite town or village. Everything is going well. People are doing their job. They're like working in each and every sector, from like agricultural, like industrial, everything. They're doing their work and they're doing their best to provide for their family and for the community, and so as the economy is going well. After some time, what happens? Some rogues or some rebels, or you said Daku, they kind of invade into the people's homes and like invade into people's life and invade into people's like other internal and external affairs. They create chaos, so kind of creating like an incongruency among them. So when incongruency happens, what happens is civil war, chaos, and things go with so many things. Okay, and that would eventually lead to unrest. So you have to understand, I mean, we ourselves, whether we are psychologists or like healthcare practitioners, you have to know what cancer is. So the definition is right in front of you and in front of me. I could have read it simply, but to best understand is when the abnormal cells, they go uncontrollably beyond our control. I mean, so like physiological aspect, I mean, we are not fully aware, and nor it is like under our control, because there's certain things are not like under our control. So when abnormal cells grow uncontrollably, things start to happen here. So for some, it affects on different parts of the like body. So we will dig into further. So like in short, I would say that when certain things have been invaded like unprecedentedly, things can go beyond. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you. Let me check. Someone actually put in the chat box. Okay, we will go through with it. Okay, let me go with the front fact. Okay, one quick question to everyone, right in the chat box. What are the most common cancers you hear so far from your perspective? Breast cancer, okay. Cervical, breast, lung, okay. Okay, gallbladder, prostate. I'm gonna take a few more responses and then I'll move forward. Okay, all right, fine. Now let's move on to the next question. Now, what are the least prevalent cancers? Least ones that you rarely get to hear. Pancreas, neck cancer, lung cancer, gallbladder. Okay, I think now things are being amalgamated between the most and least ones. Skin cancers, okay. Now let's go with the myth-busting factor, which is something I really love to do with. So this is the most prevalent ones are lung, breast, colorectal, prostate among men, especially like older men, stomach, liver, thyroid. Thyroid cancer is the most profoundly found among women. Yeah, it can be treated. Bladder cancer, non-Hodgkin lymphoma. This is something that okay, it is, but we don't know the ratio. I mean, we haven't dug that further. And leukemia is very well known here over there. So yeah, these are the most prevalent ones. Now, the least ones are adrenal, thymus, mesothelioma, and there are some names which I'm finding hard time to pronounce it. Yeah, so gallbladder cancer, bone cancer, eye cancer, skin, and there are more. So these are the top 10, which are the most least ones. There's a like plethora list of, okay, there are 100 types of cancers. Okay, so we want to understand ourselves, both whether we are as a psychologist or a healthcare practitioner, or whoever is invested deeply into healthcare sector. Okay, what are the most, what are the least, and how can we actually work it out? So it's right in front of you. And the penile cancer, eye cancer, bone cancer. Okay, so now you know what the definition is. When the abnormal cells invade into the human body and affects to like other parts of the body, yes. The most and the least, we know it, everyone. So someone actually wrote me chat. Vocal cord. Okay, yes, bone cancer. Yeah. So these are the least ones where you really get to hear. Okay, this is what the data. Now, I'm being often asked that what exactly is cancer? That is answer. What are the types of cancer? That is answer. What are the most and least common ones? Common and the least ones. What do we get to hear? Those things have been like answered here. So I took like a very short period to answer that call. Now the most fifth question I usually get is often, where do we start to read about more about cancer? Like, are there any books, institute, what? So often many do ask me what books should I start with. There are plethora of resources. As a starting point, I would say these are the recommended readings. So you may feel free to take the snapshot of it. And if you wish to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp or like my like Instagram. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm like more than happy to not just give you the recommended readings, but also give some other sources. Okay, which will be helpful. So these are the books. These are quite well known for the if you want to know and read more about cancer. There are some. I mean, most of them are like biography ones, but there are some which are given in the light from the healthcare practitioner. So I mean, before and during the COVID days, I still remember When Breathe Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. This was the most read one. And during those days, which was where we were in a most sedentary lifestyle, so we weren't able to do a lot of physical activity. So the only thing which people usually indulge the most is through the like intellectual aspect. So reading kind of became the most prominent activity during those days. So feel free to take this a screenshot, and if you want me to provide more readings and more like centers or something, I'm like more than happy to furnish. So due to the lack of time, I won't be able to continue further. So I will pass the torch to our colleague who will be taking care of the next aspect, how does it affect and further on. Okay, so Shiva sir, I hope I have done justice.
Greatly done, Mudazar. Always does, Mudazar. So, team, it was actually, thank you very much, Mudazar. One of the aspects is counseling cancer patients, that is actually much more dynamic than other aspects. Why? And the team, I will be really happy if people are professional when they are attending a program. Sleeping and watching the program, all those things are actually, you are insulting a person who is taking the class. I will request such people to get out of the group, get out of the meeting. That is most unprofessional, idiotic aspect of doing things. If you are able to be professional and a psychologist, please stay here. Otherwise, get out. You may think my statement is very hard, but I want to be hard. Either be on the video, and this is a professional program. We are talking about cancer, isn't it? And counseling to cancer patients, isn't it? Very serious matter. And if you are on the camera, it will be very nice. Because we may be able to, the counselor will be able to see you, and you will be able to see the counselor. Okay. That is, you are really attending the program with the full, what do you call, cooperation. Suppose if you are in travel, kindly exit the group and exit, and you can see it tomorrow in the YouTube. We are having it in YouTube. Okay, kindly exit. If you are cooking and watching this program, kindly exit. We are sharing the YouTube recording. You can see it in the YouTube recording. It's there is no necessity that you have to stay here. Okay, there is absolutely not required. Tomorrow we will be sharing the recording. So I need, even if I have 5 people, okay, people who are really interested to learn something and apply something. Those kind of people I need. As far as possible, if you are really professional, you will be able to come on the video. That is what. Or otherwise, uncontrollable situations, that is okay. But I don't want people just sleeping and watching the program. Okay. Cooking and watching. Professionalism means how Mudazar is sitting, how Vanmadi is sitting, how Sudha is sitting, how Shahida is sitting. Isn't it? Shahida is sitting. How Mona Singh is sitting. how Dr. Purnima Esraj is sitting, isn't it? A professional approach. Okay. Thank you very much. Now I hand over to Pratyusha. She'll be sharing a few minutes. She'll be sharing the effects. Okay. So we are having Sanjeev here. He says, I am a cancer survivor. So, Sanjeev, if you share your aspect, that will be very nice. After Pratyusha, I will be calling you. Yeah, Pratyusha, over to you. Pratyusha? Pratyusha? Acha, I think Pratyusha, I think line
She's on mute. I think Pratyusha's on mute. Yeah. Pratyusha, you're on mute. You have to unmute.
Pratyusha? Pratyusha, unmute. Okay, I will make you co-host. Yeah, now unmute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. We know first physical effects of the cancer. Most common effect is feeling tired all the time, and feeling very. They lose weight very frequently, and in chemotherapy and in radiation therapy, hair loss will be there, and due to chemotherapy and medication, another major problem will be hearing problem will be arrived, and it will be major effect physical effects to the patient, and coming to the emotional effects, anxiety, depression, distress will be there, and anxiety in a family, every person will be affected due to anxiety, and depression also affects the family also. uh, we At that time, we as a psychologists and counselors, we have to help them to overcome these problems.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See, I would like to play a small song. Just listen to the song, even if you don't know the language. Okay. This song actually it is sung by Bavadarni, daughter of Ilayaraja. Last week she passed away, and actually she was having lung cancer. She was having lung cancer, and she passed away. The voice, even the person might have died, but she will live till the world lives, because such a wonderful voice. I'm just playing one song, the voice.
Modi Sarkar ki guarantee.
Just once, a few minutes.
6,000 to pound rupees.
Such a beautiful voice we can see.
So weight loss calories in calories out மட்டும் பத்தாது. There is this biggest weight loss program.
So just I would like to just share the last hours of Bavadarni, just to tell you how poignant these all, and psychologists, when we suppose at any point of time when you are coming across such person, how much empathetic we should. Actually, the cancer is incurable. Okay, so they plan to give Ayurvedic medicine to her. So there is one hospital in Sri Lanka which is very famous for it. So she was shifted to that hospital in Sri Lanka. There she started recovering a little bit. Ilayaraja was having a music concert there. Okay. After the thing, actually, after the concert, Bavadarani wanted to meet him in his in Sri Lanka. Actually, she was in some other place. In Sri Lanka, Ilayaraja was there. She wanted to meet him and she came. She met him. She was there with Ilayaraja for 2 hours in the closed room. Okay. Then that night she died. The 2 hours in the closed room, your father and daughter. And the father knows that the daughter is going to be no more. These all are the aspects. Now it is so painful, actually, so painful. The counseling to cancer patient, it is completely different. So I am going to share you one of the great concept which is being developed by professionals who were dealing with such people. So this particular aspect I will share with you. Okay. So this is a model for cancer patients. So this has been written by Rona F. Johnny, Cheryl, and Helen of University of Alberta. And these all the 4, they were working in cancer hospital. They were working in a cancer hospital. They used to see cancer patients daily, and they have seen everything. They have seen everything. So they are just recalling some of their experience in the hospital. When you read this, really you will be moved. Really you will be moved. And you will be just congratulating and appreciating these 4 people, psychologists, how great life they lived. The word cancer continues to strike fear into the hardiest of souls. As psychologists, working in a large urban cancer hospital, we were introduced to the fragility and sacredness of life. Each day, we strived to make a difference in the lives of patients and their families. It became evident that the difference lay in the means, not in the goals. The lived experience of our work taught us that the task was endless, the challenges relentless. At some deep level, it was necessary to be fully committed to caring and to understand that life is a privilege. This particular paragraph of the psychologists who were working in the cancer hospital, it was that will move any psychologist, that anyone who is reading this. I will share this particular thing, whoever wants it, I will share the complete aspect. And this is the 9-step model which they have proposed. Now the beautiful model, and this model, it is not only for cancer patients, it can be applied in PTSD. It can be applied in any counseling wherein the client is having some kind of physical problem which poses a threat to the life. In all the aspects of this particular model can be used. It is actually a 9-step counseling. 9-step counseling. So in the 9-step counseling, the first aspect is they talk about the hope and the commitment. The hope and commitment. The hope and commitment, how to elicit, the psychologist, they have given it very clearly here. Actually, I don't want to make a PowerPoint presentation out of this, simply because I want to give credit to the people who have made this. Because suppose simply I am going to present the 4 great souls who have made this. Okay. Suppose if I copy this and make a PowerPoint presentation, I will be insulting them, which I don't want to do. So I wanted to show their actual work. So in table 1, to create the commitment and hope, they have created a questionnaire. Through this questionnaire, okay, we may be first able to understand their hope and their commitment. The hope and commitment, that is what Yuvraj Singh told in his reading. When he was diagnosed first with cancer, when the doctor has told what is his point of view and what is it he was thinking about hope and the commitment. So that was the first aspect. The second aspect is assessment of a patient's worldview. What is that they view about the world? Now, this is actually from one of the aspects is from CBT. That is the cognitive trial. The cognitive trial. So here in the phase 2, the phase 1 is hope and enhancement and deepening of commitment. Here, the therapist will show and tell the clients the survivors' stories. The people who have survived cancer, their history, their commitment, their hope, and how is that they were able to come out of it and they were able to handle the aspect. This is the first thing the therapist will do. That is hope, enhancement, and deepening of commitment. That is phase 1. In the phase 2, assessment of a patient's world of view. So the 3 questions that will help you to understand what is it actually they think about the world. If you could identify 3 things which most concern you, then what would be the? If you could draw your pain, anxiety, concern, frustration, that what would be picture be like? Would your wife, brother, doctor concur? What would they say? If someone filmed a video of your life's past 10 years, then what would it look like? What would be the audience reaction? What would be the title? This is actually to this particular the C, assessment of patient's worldview, particularly the question 3. These all are the aspects. It is not step by step we have to do like this. These all of the aspects will act as a catharsis. Particularly the C will be acting as most catharsis. That will give the client a chance to come in terms with the grief which he is undergoing, and also to come out of the various aspects which happened in the last 10 years. Then initial goal identification. After phase 2, phase 3 is initial goal identification. So in this initial goal identification, it depends upon the stage in which they are. The cancer patient, he may be in some stage. What is their stage? And what is that cancer? There are different types of cancer. Certain cancers, it is having the cure aspect is ratio is more. Certain cancers, the cure ratio is very less. So in the initial goal identification, we will be trying to take the complete history of the client and about the stage, what is their stage. Based on the stage, we will be trying to identify the goals. So there are certain aspects which the questions which we can ask, that is given in phase 3. I will because time is 9:46 now. The goal phase 3, all these questions I want you people to read and understand, so that you will be able to understand. Suppose somebody is in the verge of their stage, the cancer stage verge, then the goal identification will be something different. They are in the initial period, then the goal may be different. So it differs according to the stage. So the phase 4 is compilation of a resource inventory. What are the resources they have? Now, for example, for Bhavadharani, the resources were father, 3 brothers. They were the resources. Protective factors. In suicidal aspects, we call it as a protective factor. So we will be, the therapist will be trying to understand What is the resource? What are the resources? What is the resource inventory in the phase 4? And in phase 5, exploration of alternatives. What are the other alternatives which is not in the awareness of the client? Now, if you look at this drawing, inside of awareness and outside of awareness. Hope and commitment, inside of the awareness, what is that? Outside of the awareness, what is that? Outside the awareness, the therapist will bring. Initial goals, worldview, reassessment, action. Suppose, for example, resources. There are some resources, it is inside the awareness. There are some resources that is outside the awareness. For example, I may be concerned about only the resources which whom I have nearby. But there are many external resources which the client may not be knowing. So the therapist shares those aspects with them so that it gives more motivation to them. The alternatives, again, what is inside their awareness and what is outside their awareness. First, the therapist will find out what is inside their awareness. Then he supplies whatever awareness it is not there, that the therapist supplies. Whatever is outside awareness, that the therapist supplies. Then comes the next one, the next phase, decision making. So, as far as the decision making is concerned, this model, it is not problem focused, it is actually the people focused. People focused means the person who is undergoing, it is focusing on them. Suppose a person who is on the final stage, okay, then decision making, it will be on some other level. It will be on some other level. Acceptance and commitment. So this is what going to happen. Now, what is it I have to decide? What is it I have to, how that I should proceed? Isn't it? So, decision making. So, decision making will vary based on what you call the stage. Even in decision making, something will be inside the awareness and outside the awareness. Certain things that they can make a decision. Most of the thing, even it is not within the awareness of even the psychologist. Even we are all psychologists. How many of you believe? How many of you believe that every one of us will have our own day? How many of you have already donated your eyes? How many of you have already donated your body? There are several people, they donate the body also. Say, somebody is going to cremate my body in the funeral ground. Okay, it is going to be useless to anyone. But I am dead, but my body can be useful to the medical college now. There are several people who just give the body, the total body to the medical college. The declaration is available online. The declaration is available online. Let us talk about I. How many of you have donated your organs? How many of you donated at least your eyes? It is not into our awareness. I'm a psychologist. I know what is that will happen in my life. So what is it I can do for the society? Psychologists should be doing it first now. We should be the first people to do it. But is it under our awareness or it is not under awareness? Means it is outside our awareness most of the time. It is outside our awareness. No, or why we should think about all these things. So even for the cancer patients, some of the things, the decision making, it may be out of their awareness. So the therapist brings those awareness to the client. So several people are writing that they have donated their body. That was great. Hands off to them. So the phase 6 is the decision making. The phase 7 is a blockbusting. So the blockbusting is actually some of the things, okay, it blocks some of the aspects, blocks our thinking. Uh, the hard truths, the hard truths. So, blockbusting is just coming out of the myths and uh, stating the facts. So, this is it. So that the acceptance can come. Then the phase 8 is action planning, and the phase 9 is a reassessment. So it has a 9-step model, and all the 9 steps, it has been discussed in depth by the people. Now, already it is a 9:52. So going through all these aspects, really it will take time. So what I feel that I will be sharing this document. Okay, I will share this document so that you people go through it. Each one of you, whoever is interested, please go through it. And next week also we are having site talk. Every week we will be having site talk, which is free, of course, where we will be sharing many aspects. So you people can share what is that you have read. You can just intimate me in my personal window. Phase 1 I will discuss, phase 2 I will discuss, phase 3 I will discuss. See, here my idea is to create more trainers, because it is not that if I am I'm going on talking now, it's not useful. I want you people to talk. So there are 9 phases. Okay, people can text me, sir, first phase I will take, second phase I will take. So so that I can find 9 people, and all the 9 people can what do you call present the things next week. Once again, hello, மணி, நான் ஒரு கிளாஸ்ல இருக்க மணி. மணி, நான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்றேன் மணி, டெஃபினட்டா கால் பண்றேன். So that we will do it. So thank you very much for team for joining on this particular day. Tomorrow I will also share with you the questionnaire on cancer awareness. 65 people have joined for this. Really, it is a very good thing. Actually, we are also responsible people, because this kind of program, people joining is very, very less. So whoever wants this particular thing which I have shared, because we will not be sharing it in the group, I will be, this is my number, okay, 99. I'm just sharing my number. My number, I think most of you may be knowing. This is my number, 99616122. Text me 9 phase, 9 model, or you can just write C. Just send a message C. That means I need the cancer treatment model, cancer counseling model. And I have also given a article also. I have given an article also. That article also discusses in depth about it. Okay, please message me C. I will share it with people. Okay. Thank you very much, team. Any questions you can ask?
Sir, can I add just one point? Because okay, so the one thing, I mean, from one of our team members, I mean, the one who actually works in the healthcare sector, like including a psychologist, I think Neeta Singh, she corroborated on the point is that cancer patients, they don't want sympathy, they don't want pity party. They actually want hope. They want to be like, if someone helped them integrate and consolidate on hope, I think that would help them much. So when you hear about like someone who is still like battling their cancer, they ended up sympathizing and pity partying. So this is some.
Yeah, that was very nicely said by Mudazir. Actually, that is what 5 aspects which is not to be done by psychologists, which is given in the what do you call, in the paper. These all are the things actually. This is not required by. It is not followed in cancer counseling. So these all are the aspects. These aspects are not being done in cancer counseling. That is, the patient must reach a deep insight and be totally adjusted for counseling to be defined as successful. Based on our clinical experience, the following commonly held counselor assumptions may prove to be unhelpful with most cancer patients. Patients are psychologically fragile. Solving practical matters is not counseling. Denial and avoidance are unhelpful. Depression and anxiety are negative. Patients must go through certain adaptive phases. Dying is the worst thing that could happen. These all are the aspects. It may prove unhelpful with most cancer patients because dying is what, suppose someone who is in the last stage, he knows that he is going to die. And this one thought that will, if the counselor has, that will not be very much helpful in counseling. All the adaptive phases the clients may not go through, particularly the cancer patients and the AIDS, the people who are on the last verge of HIV, they may not be able to go to the adaptive aspects. So that I told most of the aspects this can be used even in HIV patients. If we tell dying is one of the worst aspect, that may not go well with the counseling. So certain aspects it is against the traditional counseling aspect. It discusses the every aspect very nicely, and Sanjeev is here to share. Sanjeev, before giving to Sanjeev, team, we are having something called a Mastro series. Mastro series, every month we take one topic and we discuss. Last month we took motivational interviewing. Every day 3 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. One concept, one technique will be we will be discussing, and one article will be shared. So last month there 23 videos on motivational interviewing, 23 articles on motivational interviewing, case studies and also the PDF files related to MI was shared in the Master series. So this month we have started with CBT, and CBT is one of the very wonderful aspect, and cognitive behavior therapy, it is one of the scientifically approved, scientifically validated therapy, and it is having many techniques. It has many techniques. These all are the techniques which can be used in the therapy styles, which we discuss every day. So I will show you one video out of that. Okay. So the hot cross bun model. This is our yesterday video. Whether the sound is audible?
Hi team. So today we are going to see about the hot cross bun model from cognitive behavior therapy. Already we have seen the basic cognitive model. The basic cognitive model, it says there is a situation. The situation creates a thought. The thought creates reactions. There are 3 types of reactions it creates. That is emotions, behavior, and physiological response. This we have already seen in depth. I think the article also very, very helpful. The hot cross bun model is similar but with a added up aspect. That is, first a thought comes. Okay, for example, Rima and I had a difference of opinion. So because of the difference of opinion, we had a oral fight. The next day 5 times I called her and she didn't pick up the call. So I got annoyed. So first time, second time, third time, it started my annoyance or angry, the helplessness, it started growing. Let us fix this in this hot crust bun model. So in the hot crust bun model, the first aspect is thought. The thought creates the feeling. So I go on call Rima, and Rima is not answering my call. So I feel dejected. I feel.
So like this, in-depth discussions will be there. Every day a video will be shared. CBT, this month, February, it is CBT. January month, we did motivational interviewing. So if you want to, for full year, every year we are going to, every month we are going to see one thing. February CBT, March something, April something, everything is given in the website. Only for February, if somebody wants to join, that is 299 only, 299. For entire year, if somebody wants to join, it is only 699. So if anybody is interested, they can get in touch with the EMOCAN leader. This month, we are going to come out with addiction counseling, which is going to start tomorrow. Monday, it is going to start addiction counseling. And we are also going to start the 6-month diploma. 6-month diploma, the first batch is going to be started. Anybody is interested, kindly get in touch with me or with the people, with the EMOCAN leaders. Sanjeev, I think Sanjeev is not there. Okay. So thank you very much, team. Bye-bye.